This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
Liberty's looking to make it back-to-back wins this weekend at Williams Stadium. Saturday, the 1-2 Liberty Flames entertain the 2-1 Hampton Pirates at 6 p.m. Hampton is playing its first season in the Big South Conference, where Liberty spent 16 years and won 8 conference championships. Regardless of their FCS status, Flames head coach Hugh Freeze isn't taking the Pirates lightly.
I know that they have receivers, running backs, and a quarterback that at any moment can score a touchdown. And they have 2 defensive tackles and corners that can guard and that can be disruptive. I don't put a label on to me they're the next opponent, and we better prepare just like we have or will be very disappointed in the result, I'm sure, because it's a scary team.
Hampton's roster includes 15 FBS transfers, including former Florida State quarterback DeAndre Francois. In 3 games, Francois is completing just 52% of his passes, but has 7 touchdowns and just 2 interceptions, while also rushing for 2 scores. In 2016, a freshman Francois rallied the Seminoles to a come-from-behind win against Coach Freeze and Ole Miss.
I have first-hand knowledge of Francois, so I'll say that. You know, we're beating them by 3 touchdowns at halftime, and Francois comes in as a freshman in the second half and brings them back, and they end up beating us.
Francois threw for 419 yards and 2 touchdowns that day and rushed for another 59 yards.
He stood in that pocket, and we were hitting him, and he was making throws. That's what stands out. I remember vividly us, being one step and drilling him and him just making a throw that's right on the money.
He's a dual threat quarterback, so that's always something to watch out for. And, you know, obviously he went to Florida State, so he could throw. He could obviously throw, but, you know, more on the legs that we're worried about, you know, keeping him in the pocket and make him, you know, get out his game.
I feel like our main focus is working our defense, progressing each week. So for this week, I feel like Francois, he is a good quarterback, but also I feel like our defense is great. So our main thing is we just going to contain them and just play our game. So I feel like we're going to be just fine.
Former Virginia Tech running back Shy McKenzie leads Hampton in rushing with 6.1 yards per carry and 2 touchdowns. Wide receiver Jadakiss Bonds has been Francois' top target in the passing game, racking up 5 touchdown catches in 3 games. Meanwhile, Liberty quarterback Buckshot Calvert is coming off his best game of the year, throwing for 325 yards and 4 touchdowns last week against Buffalo.
You know, after we got that first touchdown, you know, the guys were really into it. We were really hyped, excited. Defense was really piped, and they just came to us and was like, we're going to get the ball back for you guys, so just do what you guys do, take the ball down the field and score.
Calvert found Antonio Gandy Golden for a game-high 8 catches, 174 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Honestly, I just felt like, you know, as a team, we all did very well. We were all kind of locked in and, you know, just talking on the sidelines. It was great to have Coach Freeze out there just, you know, be able to look him in the eyes and just, you know, try to see what he's seeing when he's talking to us, and, you know, so that kind of helped us out a lot. He was so excited to be back. I don't know if y'all could tell, but he was so excited to be back on the sidelines, you know, just to be able to be there with us and talk to us in person. You know.
This week, Hampton head coach Robert Prunty called Gandy Golden special and the best receiver he's ever seen in his coaching years. The Pirates' defense has given up an average of just 284 yards and 21 points per game, but this will be the unit's biggest test to date. Saturday's game kicks off at 6 p.m. Williams Stadium Gates and Flames Fan Fest presented by Food Lion open at 4 p.m. The game can be seen on ESPN Plus, and live radio coverage from Van Wagner is on the Liberty Flames Sports Network beginning at 4:30 on flagship station 88.3 FM in Lynchburg. For the Liberty Flames Sports Network, I'm Nick Pierce.